I believe in the resurrection of the body and the life everlasting. What a great phrase in the Apostles' Creed. But what does it mean? In 634 AD, Christian missionaries arrived in a town in Northumbria, England. There was some uncertainty as to whether or not these missionaries were going to be able to speak or not to the people. A wise man spoke to the missionary in front of a large crowd that had gathered, and he said, "The life of a man is like that sparrow that just flew through the lighted hall. It enters from the darkness outside. It flits for a minute in the light and the warmth, and then it flies through the window into the darkness from which it came." Then he returned to the missionary and said, "If this new religion can tell us what lies beyond the darkness into which the soul of man passes, then we will listen to you speak. No true voice has ever come to us yet that we can trust." And the missionary quoted Psalm or 1 Corinthians 15 and said, "I tell you a mystery. We shall all be changed in a moment, in a twinkling of an eye. There is a physical body and there is also a spiritual body. Death is swallowed up in victory. Thanks be to God." And the people decided they would listen. Death is going to come to all of us. Sooner or later, that grim reaper is going to come for every one of us. So we ask the question that was asked by Job. If a man dies, will he live again? Paul faced the same questions in 1 Corinthians 15. If the dead are not raised, let us eat and drink, for tomorrow we die. His point is, if the dead are not raised, live it up. Why not go for the gusto? Now we know the scriptures that there is a resurrection of the body, that we will live after we die. 1 Corinthians 15 says this, "Listen, I tell you a mystery, we will not all sleep, but we will all be changed. In a flash, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trumpet, for the trumpet will sound and the dead will be raised imperishable, and we will be changed. For the perishable must clothe itself with the imperishable, and the mortal with immortality. When the perishable has been clothed with the imperishable, and the mortal with immortality, then the saying that is written will come true. Death has been swallowed up in victory." Now, three things come from this passage. First, the resurrection of the body will happen instantly. One moment the body will be dead in the grave, and the next moment the body will be raised to life. In a moment, in a twinkling of an eye. Second of all, it will happen when Jesus returns. It will happen at the last trumpet. It refers to the trumpet that sounds when Jesus returns in the air, and he snatches his bride away, and takes the church off the face of the earth, takes us to heaven. That's called the rapture. And third, it will result in our complete transformation. We will be changed from mortal to immortal, from perishable to imperishable, and all that relates to mortality, death, decay, will be removed from us once and for all. There will be a resurrection of the body.